Hello, everyone. Big NFT day. We're going to go over it. Nike, NBA, David Bowie, music, you name it. We're going to go over some NFTs today, some big news on NFTs. We're also going to go over what the federal government is looking at here with crypto and NFTs themselves. So we're going to jump into all those articles today on OG crypto and NFTs. My name is Troy, and every day, Monday through Friday, we go over the latest news in NFTs and digital assets. Now, before we jump into it, smash that like button up for me and then hit that subscribe button. We want to grow this channel. I know we're kind of dedicated every single day, going over and over and over on crypto and digital assets. So I want to give you the best and latest news that's going on. News that's just not all about Ethereum and Bitcoin, which I believe somewhere in the future will not be the two leading cryptocurrencies out there. Let's jump right into it. CNBC, it says new Fed banking chief targeting crypto and climate change as top priorities. So let's go think about this. Michael Barr was nominated by our president, and then he was passed. But Michael Barr has a very, very good background in crypto. He had worked closely with Ripple, and he was on Ripple's board. So it's just another person who continues to be pro Ripple and pro XRP, being into the government, and now he's a Fed governor. So this is even more good. So if you're looking for crypto regulation, we're going to see some help here. He's going to help some of the other Congress people go over what we need to do to regulate this fairly quickly. But more importantly, he's not going to go and tell everyone that crypto is terrible, it's horrible, it's a scam. He already knows that there is a lot of use case out there, real world use case for cryptocurrencies, and that technology is about ready to explode. Thank you, Michael Barr. We definitely appreciate that you're in the position you're in. Next article here is Nike NFTs could change the way sneakers are resold. And I've gone over this now for about 3 to 4 months. This is a play on authentication. I mean, there's so much fake crap out there, whether it be shoes or watches or, anything. If it can be authenticated, you need to have it in an NFT form. Now, how do I really bridge a pair of shoes to an NFT? Well, I mean, you could obviously take a picture of those shoes. You have serial numbers that you could put on there. But more importantly, Nike has already thought about this, and I reported this again 3 or 4 months ago, that they're going to put a chip in those shoes, in the rubber part of the shoes, and that chip will authenticate with that NFT that those are the real pair of shoes. Now, I somewhere down the road think that this is going to happen to every single Nike shoe, but at the very beginning, only certain ones, maybe Air Jordans, maybe just the things that people will not wear, that are collectibles, will be, will have that chip in it to make it authentic. So this is fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it. So another major step in NFTs and what their use cases for it. They're not about animal pictures and communities. These are about this part right here is about authentication. Next, this is the NBA is coming to So Rare. It says collect, play, and win officially licensed digital cards featuring NBA players. This is pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Now, are we going to see NFTs as a digital collectible? I think we're going to see it. It's, forget the authentication, but you can have NFTs on the blockchain. You can see who owns it. You can see what wallet it's in. There's a lot of cool things here with these collectibles. And, it's been a couple years that if they first came out, digital images would come out onto, and you would be able to purchase them. Now we're going to see these on digital cards. I can't wait for this to happen. Next article here, I'm going to bring Emmy on this. David Bowie is, obviously if you know any 70s rockers out there, he was one of the biggest. Emmy, how you doing? Emmy?
Hi, here I am.
There you go.
How are you?
Fantastic. I see that's Flower Day today.
Flower?
Isn't that that's a heart day?
It's a heart.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so everybody let me clue you in. I have a star face forehead and it says FF because Troy is my
Yeah, she's called me other things, but I'll take BFF today. Yesterday, it was something a little more derogatory.
Have a lot of fun here.
I have a lot of fun
Yeah,
here. Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, so David Bowie's estate is linking up with 9 artists for a new project.
Mhm.
They're calling it Bowie on Cute.
Yes.
Whatever marketing. I think.
Yeah.
Let me, so they can hear me. We've had some mic issues lately, guys. So I want to make sure I'm talking into it again. And yeah, I think this is really interesting. They're pulling a lot of his work from his archives. I'm hoping maybe we'll see something like unreleased. I think that would be worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
But this is all going to be performed by other artists.
So Ziggy Stardust is going to be
performed by some sort of artist. I don't know if they've actually listed the artist.
I mean, I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah, I think it's
Rebel
interesting.
Rebel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like David Bowie's music as well, and I know there's a lot of people from connect to that.
What are you trying to say?
Baby boomers love David Bowie.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. So I think it's interesting. He's obviously another one of the like rocker greats jump into the NFT space, and I think it's cool. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm excited for a number of reasons. One, I wish that David Bowie could have lived to see this because he was extremely creative, you know, throughout his career. I know at the end, you know, he was kind of broken down a little bit. He couldn't get that last hit out there. But I think that it would have reinvented himself with NFTs, and he would have really, really embraced this. So, but I'm looking forward to his foundation or his estates really taking off and doing something good for him. I mean, it's a legacy play, obviously.
Definitely.
And with that being said, I mean, if you can get, let's say, you know, other artists to come up and sing his music and put it in NFT form, you know, I would love to see, you know, to break it even down further, some of his older video work as NFTs.
That would be really
cool. A 10,000 collection of one song,
Uh-huh.
but they do a little bit, you know, to each one of those NFTs, make him a little unique. That would be fantastic. And I think in the future that's going to happen.
Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. I think you're right. David Bowie would have had a field day with creating his own NFTs. So I really hope that the estate and the artists that they do this project really do it justice. Stoked on that. We'll definitely report back when they start of the images.
Right.
Okie dokie. So our next story, I'm gonna tee him up.
So next story says NFT expert imagines a hopeful future where poor people serve as real life NPCs in games.
So if you don't know what NPC means, it means non-player character.
Okay.
So so it's not like one of the characters in the story. It's one of the people that hides and
got it.
Thing.
So why is okay? So it's kind of weird to hear poor people. Is that a name of a group of people, or that isn't just a social status?
They're hoping that they can get people in.
And then pay them so they can get. I mean, if you're gonna use the word poor, you're not saying underprivileged. You're not saying underserved. You're saying.
Yeah. Poor. So it sounds like they're definitely going to be trying to compensate them in some way, but I didn't read all the way into how they're going to compensate. But it's really kind of odd and interesting. They are bringing up points here saying that efforts to integrate NFTs into video games have been largely unsuccessful for reasons, but essentially it can be boiled down to they don't add anything of value, and there's a non-zero chance stuff you own will be aka
okay.
I don't know. It's kind of odd, but it's a big story that a lot of people are talking about.
It's just kind of bizarre to me.
It is.
Right.
So. I agree. So this is another topic that I'm like curious to see how it develops and if it actually comes to fruition.
Well, you know, it's kind of interesting. I mean, look at right next to it, Thrones, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you have the Throne?
Oh, that's a great.
I mean, think about the marketing of Game of Thrones.
Would it be HBO or would it be the author's estate that would?
Well, it depends on who owns the rights.
Yeah.
So if HBO only owns video rights, then if they own the video rights, they're taking the NFTs off the video or the filming, right?
Film. Yeah.
Right. So then they would probably have, you have a third party company do it. That third-party company would then have to dole out money to, let's say, HBO, to the author, whoever owns the actual rights of Game of Thrones. I mean, all that would be on there. And then you have NFTs, which then become tradable. People get excited. If you have a certain scene that's very important, then you could probably make 10, 20, 30, 40 NFTs for that particular scene. Mm-hmm. And then it may make thousands of it, and then you just manipulate it, maybe different lighting or add cartoonish to it or whatever you do. And I'm telling you, this is something that people would talk about. And it would, again, the adoption of NFTs are here. I mean, we just went over, this is the 4th article of NFT. So I know that I just rolled right off the subject here, the headline. But I mean, really, to me, the headline would be, if Game of Thrones did this while they were launching on a weekly basis. Can you imagine? Let's just go one step further. Imagine that you took this filming had been done probably 3 months ago, right? An NFT collection every single week would be launched at the time they dropped the video. And people would go
insane.
Right. So think about it. So not only is everyone waiting for that 1 hour video or film on HBO, there's a whole marketplace that are selling these at the same time that it's dropped. So people are on there buying them up, buying and trading them, as well as then they watch that particular episode.
Yeah, that would be really easy. Jumping back into this article here, though, it looks like what they would be doing people to build their games in a way.
Play to earn.
Yeah, kind of, but slightly different. So it looks like the bulk of the story came from a nonprofit. And it's a Minecraft-based critters. And I guess it had a lot of success in the earlier days by doing their of the, and it says that a high roller named Big his quote unquote made up of kids in the Philippines collect building materials for which he then professional Minecraft builders $1,000. That's what this is actually trying to talk about.
Wow.
Crazy. So
crazy. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. We definitely appreciate it. Now, if you like the content, definitely hit the like button. Otherwise, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about NFTs. Are you a fan of NFTs, or you're just a Bitcoin maxi, or you're just a altcoin maxi? Whatever it is, we're more than happy to get out information to everybody on our videos on a Monday through Friday episode. Otherwise, you guys take care, and I will see you tomorrow.